My God, this is going to need a lot of patch cords. We're looking at 15 fuzz pedals ready to rock and roll. Actually, this little guy right here, this is a J-FET right there. I call this the Django FET fuzz. We'll isolate this one before we plug everything else in so you can hear what it sounds like. But it's going to be carnage, guaranteed. So without further ado, time to wire up all these pups. All right, well, we're going to do a little sound check here. This is going to be pure unbridled insanity. So this is just these 5 pedals. Actually, I got this one turned off right here. And I'll give you a taste of just what 5 of these fuzz circuits sounds like. Yeah! Had to unplug that shit. Oh, sometimes I feel like Marty McFly at the 1955 school dance. Trying to be cool, but not getting through to anybody but myself. Okay, this is like a comedy of errors here. One of these, I got the guitar switched to the lower pickup, and its volume is down just so I don't blow my eardrums and kill off all the vegetation around here. This is the Django FET fuzz rocking. Well, so technically that's supposed to be clear channel. And it is. The volume on the amp is turned way, way down. Like to 0.1. And as soon as we start adding distortion... Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That may be the problem child right there. Alright. Well, they said it couldn't be done. You couldn't wire up 14 fuzz pedals in series. But we're going to prove them wrong right now. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Yeah! So I'm trying to find where they're all on clear channel here. There we go. So we'll just go one by one. We're going to bypass Django FET fuzz and this guy on the end. There's some issue with it that I will look into later. Not too shabby, just by itself. Let's add number 2. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna bypass that one. Yeah! Yes! Okay. Oh yeah! Thick and rich. Let's see here. Let's just go for broke. Ooh, that one's really loud. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Well, there you have it. That's 13 fuzz pedals. Actually there's 15 here, but this guy in the end, I'm not sure what's going on here. This is the original Defense Department prototype, so, you know, you'd think that this stuff would last. I found the problem with number 15. It's these shitty little patch wires that I made. In the end of it, the copper got a little bent and was too short to really get into the hole. It looked like it was in there, but alas, it was not. So, there we go. Clear channel, fuzz. Here it is, Unbridled Madness. 15 bespoke fuzz pedals on breadboards. What else can you say? This is going to be insane. If you have hearing protection, you might want to put it on now. One of these is the culprit. There we go. The switch is in backwards on a couple of these. That explains it. But the way around that is to simply put an LED on the breadboard that's powered by the hot rail. Bam! Indicator light. Man, the one on the end really... Oh. I wonder if these clipping diodes have anything to do with it. Nope. No, there's some magic happening here. I don't know what it is. The impedance? Miswiring? I don't know. That is just insanity. What have we unleashed? Alright, so now I've broken this down to just 3 pedals. Enough of that. That's just insanity. Nobody can play through all those. Nobody. I mean, maybe Dimebag Darrell can handle this kind of power, but it's beyond me. I like my chicken more smoky rather than incinerated. So, we'll just turn down the smoke level. As best we can. Yeah, J-Fett, that's Django Fett Fuzz. That's what it does, it just does fuzz. So you heard what 15-stage fuzz sounds like. It's like the resurrection of Satan. It's too much for my ears. So let's just, we'll do a 3-stage fuzz. And you know, the lighter you pick, the less current you're sending to the base on each of the transistors. And so you're not going to get as much distortion, or not as much amplification. So, that's picking hard, lots of distortion. Picking light, less distortion, less current. See a link to the schematic that I'm using. It's just a basic variation off of Electra Fuzz. You go ahead and look that up on your favorite search engine. You'll find a bajillion examples of it. The one thing that I did do differently than the schematic is I'm running a capacitor off of the emitter on the transistor instead of some other kind of resistor. It's a polarized capacitor. The positive side is actually on the ground side of the circuit, but when dealing with AC, such as a guitar pickup creates an AC circuit, ground and positive is kind of irrelevant. Because the signal is going to travel both ways on both of those rails. So I think what's happening is on the emitter side, there's a lower potential, and so it's there's lower potential there than on the ground side where the other half of the signal from pickups is coming from. So therefore the positive side of the capacitor should be on the ground side, because really if you, instead of ground and positive, just think of it as like A and B rails coming out of the pickup on the guitar. That is my feeble understanding of guitar electricity. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments, drop them down below, as always. This was a lot of fun making all this. I'm going to give these away now. Have a nice day. Man, it's like Melvin's distortion. I love it. I think I hurt my fingers.